Hello, Algebra here. In today's little show and tell experiment here is the Ninja Slushi machine, right? This here's a 96 ounces vessel. Makes pretty drinks like that, supposedly. You can do with no ice, no blending, no dilution. You can make a slushy. You can make spiked slushy if you're like, older. You can have frappes. And you can have milkshake. And down here we got a frozen juice. Yay. So, I also want to point out here that look at this. Smooth sipping frozen drink without the crunch. So here's a Ninja Slushi. Look at that texture there, how blurry now. And versus blender. Ugh, blenders. I've had some blenders that did okay. So it has rapid chill technology. Just pour in your stuff, you slush it up, and you enjoy. Yeah, just that simple. God. Now then, what do we got here? We got some stuff on the side here. Come around here. Side shot there. And you see that little warning thing there? That is a GHS, Globally Harmonized Systems. And that one there is the flame. Flame on. And shouldn't really have to worry about it, more than likely, but flame pictogram, which indicates that the product is flammable. So what this has is probably a coolant inside, and the coolant, especially if it's misted, maybe it's not misted, is flammable. So basically, you don't want to be breaking into the system to work on it or nothing, especially the cooling part, because it self-cools. No ice needed for this thing. So yeah, flammable chemicals, whatever. Has some controls down there, but let's do a little unboxing here. And there's these kind of straps here that you're not supposed to lift them by the straps. I have in the past, but they can pop anytime and cut your hands, all that kind of stuff. But we don't need these straps anymore, so yar. Okay, enough of that. And now this here, I believe, is situated to where the whole box top should just lift right off. Like it's not taped on the bottom or nothing. Oh, nice and easy! Yeah. Look at that. Everybody's favorite pack material. More cardboard. On the top here, we got secured with some tape. Frozen drink tips and tricks. Let's see what we got here. Tape. Alright. Some paraphernalias. Frozen drinks tips or tricks there. I'll probably look over that here in a little bit. A quick start guide. Nice. Ooh, hopefully this is a recipe book. 10 plus delicious recipes. So maybe there's like 11. And then we got some important instruction safety stuff. Yeah, that's fun. And this here, a couple straws. I don't know if I pointed out, but this one here came from Costco. And they had a special deal, which other place has it too. Maybe that it comes with like a couple of drinking vessels with it, like thermoses and stuff. So this unpacking might get a little boring. So I'm just gonna cut the camera feed, unpack it, and get ready for displaying. Alright, so reading through the manual, they got a lot of warnings, precautions. The warnings and precautions manual. One of them here they keep saying over and over again is They say that not to let children operate by themselves. It's not a toy. And number 14 down here said this appliance is not intended to be used by people with reduced physical, sensory, or mental capabilities, or lack of experience and knowledge, unless they have been given supervision or instructions concerning the use of the appliance by a person responsible for their safety. Yeah, well, I'm going to go wing it anyways and see what happens. So another thing that they talk about here, which is a little bit disappointing, is sugar. Apparently everything you use in this thing is going to have sugar to a certain amount. And on the flip side of that, if you're doing alcohol, it has to have a certain amount of alcohol before it can, I guess, do its thing, or vice versa. So I know, like, for instance, there's 5 settings to it, and one of them I think is like juices, and that's what I got here. We're going to use this here product, the Fruitini. Mighty Melody antioxidants here, shaky. So not only am I going to shake this up pretty good, I'll probably crack the lid and then tighten it and then shake it some more. This has been sitting in the fridge, so it's been pre-chilled already. And I thought you actually mixed it with water or something else, but for a blended smoothie it says 2 ounces of this with 2 ounces of water. And then 1 cup of ice. Now, this here you put no solids in it. No ice, no frozen fruit, nothing solid, all liquids. So this product here, you can also do in a blender. And yeah, so I might try this though. I might cut this a little bit with some water. I'm not too sure if that's how they did it at the store, but I know they had this at the store. 1 ounce for every... Elevate and add flavor. 1 ounce of this Fruitini to every 6 ounces of any water or beverage. So maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll do a 50-50. I don't know. I'll do something. Because I think they said basically that this here is kind of like a concentrated deal, and you can make quite a bit out of it. Yeah. So, on with this. Now, this right here is a little drip thing. You know, it pops apart, you can wash it out, puts back together. You have like this little hook. So to install this, it's pretty much simple. Just go to the front middle, and it's like that. It's move it in, push it down, boom. It's all assembled. Now if you're going to store this, this has a hook on the back. It goes on the left side of the unit. If you're facing it, it's going to be the left side. And since this has not been ever used before, they want you to clean it by hands or dishwasher safe. It can go to heat. No heat dry. But I guess it says bottom rack safe. But all these plastic labels here, like, keep the unit running during dispensing, right? You keep that separate. This one here says add liquids here. Do not add ice, solid, or hot ingredients. 16 ounces is the minimum liquid requirement. And open this thing to fill it. So I'm going to take this label off, and then this one here. This one I could probably keep on. That says pull the bell handle to disassemble, push back to assemble, and lock. And ensure the vessel is empty. Clean all parts before using. So, put a hand here, one on here, and I'm going to pull this up. Oh, okay, so it's not spring loaded, it's not going to blow off there or nothing. So this is taken off. You know, there's a hole here, there's a dispensary thing here, make sure there's no other labels on it. You got the minimum fill level here marked, and that's built into plastic. Right? And you pull this to dispense. Of course, there's nothing going on. So this label here, I'm going to take off. It's kind of a plastic, luckily it's kind of a plasticky thing, so it wants to pull off in one whole piece. I'll just stick it down low for now. Okay, so this one's going to go to the sink for washing. Now this right here, I think, oh, pulls off, see? Pretty cool, eh? This also gets washed by hand. This right here, this is going to get wiped down. This is where all the magic happens. Right? This is going to make it all chilly willy. And there a gasket built in? Yeah, there's a thick gasket on here, not so much up here. So, what do we got here? This one says, remove condensation catch to clean after each use. So, see this right here? This comes off too. It's going to catch any condensation. And who knows? I might have a bunch of that because I got the swamp cooler going. But for now, I'm going to stick that back in there, lock it in place. I'll clean the other two pieces, and we'll get back at it. Clean it right. So another warning here is make sure this unit has been up for about 2 hours before even starting it. I know mine is in the package standing upright, and for at least a couple weeks. So that's all good to go. Now then, this right here should slide back on here, like so. And that's it for that, I believe. I mean, it has a triangle deal. This right here goes on like this. There's actually notches here on both sides that it sits in. And then it goes to the back where you bring this back. Now then, that there is good to go. And you put the little drip thing down here again, since it's already dripping a little bit. A little bit of water still in it. Right, now then, I got my concoction here, and yes, that fruit tarny stuff. I noticed that the serving size, this is an important thing about serving size. Serving size on the back here, I don't know if you can see it there, but it's like 1 fluid ounce, right? And that's why it's 70 calories and only 16 sugars. And so I made a concoction here of water and the fruit juice there. And maybe if I stirred up, it might be a little bit more appealing. Little fork. So, get this all mixed up good. Hope that the seal is good on this machine. You pour on the top here. Right, feeds on down. Alright, that's pretty good there. I'll set this down beneath here just in case. Close this lid. Hit the power button. No. I'll plug it in next. When you run this thing, you want to have, I think, at least 4 inches around it. Clear. Plugged in, hit the power button. There's a little light up stuff here. And I'm going to do the frozen juice. And there it goes, folks. It's on its way to make some magic. So the minimum you want is 16 ounces, which, I don't know, that might be a lot for one person. And the maximum, like I said, it's up to 74 ounces. And you can see that center part here is getting chilled. You have the scraper scraping it off. And you have the drip system here, dispenser. It's not leaking, so that's good. Well, since we're waiting for this here, how about something else? Also in that kit, like I said, some hard plastic straws, reusable, if you're into that kind of thing. And 2 Ninja Slushi, right? I think this screw off, pop off, just pops off, has a gasket there. Ooh, stainless steel, I hope, right? So same thing, wash this out with soap. It's probably dishwasher safe. What does it say on the bottom? Factory code, made in China, blah blah blah. Dishwasher safe. Dishwasher safe, BPA free. Alright, this is a 16 ounce right here. 16 ounces. So, you can go bloop, fill it up, and then put this real tight fitting lid on. It has a hole for your big straw, or you can find another straw, and suck away. So, now we can watch this, or I will, ooh, I started a compressor kick on. It's like its own little refrigerator. I'm going to, stop the filming now, and, let's do its thing, because it could take anywhere from 15 minutes to like an hour. And they say it could run for 12 hours, so if you have more people around, you can probably, you know, keep feeding the mixture as you pour stuff out. Feel a bit more, let it, you know, freeze up again. This stuff here, futanani, once you open it, it really does want to be put back in the refrigerator. And it's a thick syrup, so that's not something you want to drink from the bottle, but yeah, they could have put in like a can of like flavored soda water or something else. I don't know. Okay, well, let's do its thing, and you know, it says someone should be watching this, you know, all times. I'm not going to stand here and just watch it. And if you were to hear it for like 12 hours, I definitely want to watch that for 12 hours. But I think it's making a noise like it's working. All right. Alright, so it didn't really seem to take long at all. I just sitting here, you know, contemplating on what I should be doing now. But this right here is the preset buttons, because I haven't pointed this out. The power button down here is the bottom, the rinse button. And over here you have an up and down for temperature. It's on the lowest one, and when it hits that or the right temperature, I guess, okay, to start with, it blinks, and once it hits the right temperature, it gets solid, and it makes a cute little beepy sound that, if you're in any other room, you'll probably even hear it. That means it's done. So, time to, you know, see if it's worth my hard labor of putting this thing together and all. But I'll put my little vessel here and slightly pull this down. Maybe it's a little frozen at the door there. Right, oops, a little drippy. Alright, so see there that some of it's still a little sloshy there, but then there's some frozen part. Let me try again. Okay, so you might have to have more in there, especially now. Now I'm thinking about it, I think I dropped it down below the 16 ounces, maybe. But it's, you know, it's slushy. It's nice, refreshing. I'd actually do. It's nice and chilled too. I'll probably pop up one more on the temperature scale. So now it's on a 2 bar. And it's flashing down there. I don't know if you saw that. Little pulsating light down there. That's because it's not at the temperature yet. Alright, so that's what happens when it hits the temperature now. If it does, it's kind of in an interesting predicament, because most of the stuff is way up here now and not so much getting back here. So I'm probably under my my little 16 ounce drink part. We'll see what happens though. Okay, so it does appear quite a bit thicker. I'm going to take this away and I'm going to actually stop it. Turn the power off here. Will it come out? 1 pop that in and hit the rinse cycle. Okay, so the rinse cycle is just turning it without any chill factor going on there. Whoops. Yeah, so. That there looks lovely. Has a little peak to it even. If someone wants it fruitier, maybe 1.5 ounces to 6 ounces of that mix. That's just that mix. There's, like I said, there's 10 plus recipes in the book there that I looked through some. You can do milk, you can do cream in there to make, you know, shakes that I'm sure are outstanding. Okay. Yeah, I should have got a bigger cup. I'm fancy. Slightly brain freeze. Alright, so cleanup now. I'm going to find another vessel. Right. Swap this here out. Pop this under here and blah. And now having a low amount of liquid in there is probably fine for what I'm doing right now. You know, I'm getting a little bit extra slush out of it there. I'll put my catch-all back here. And still the rinse part. And so now we want to do a two things we want to do. We want to get some container that's voluminous. Yeah, like this one. And this right here will they say use hot water on this, but you might wait actually for this to chill down some. I don't know. I mean, not chill down, to heat it, to warm up. But take this out of the way. I'll put this there, and we'll fetch some water in our little measuring cup here. I'm making sure not to use more liquid than what this container down here can hold, but I'll pour it in here and open this bottom at the same time. Right? So I got something like that going. Then dripping? Yeah, dripping that. And I'll pour this liquid out. And then I'll do it again. I'll add some more to it here. Put that like so. Add the water up on top. There's like a little bit of a sloshy sound. Maybe add a little bit more water here. Okay, now that's really getting the higher size that it used to be down here, you know. And then add a little bit of this here to me. Here we go. There, now cleaning is that easy. Actually, it's not. So this is doing it. Hit this the button again, the rinse button. Turns it off and power off. Okay. Then I want to plug the unit. Always grab plugs by their heads. Never just pull by their cords. Right? And it also says don't plug this into an extension cord. Like most appliances, you shouldn't do that. Don't plug it into a surge protector. Alright. So I got that there done. And basically now, I haven't pointed this out yet. This here was the base that it came on. This is some crazy and industrial strength powerboard stuff. That I'm sure it's recyclable. Oh, we're going to keep it for beating people. Yeah, so this is done now. I'll put the top back on, and the lid back on. A little bit of drip there. And I guess the important part here is they said when you take this apart, you pull up this handle, the front comes off, you kind of tilt it downwards because there might be some liquid still in there. So bring it down like so. You have to keep that little bit of liquid in there. And I'm putting my hand over the edge here because there's a little bit of liquid in there. And back to the sink with it. And you might not have, maybe I didn't show it good enough there, but there really, after that kind of clean job I did there wasn't really much residue on it. Okay, and that there's not shielded anymore, so that's good. Hope it will shock it. So, got those two pieces off there. They'll give me a nice clean paper towel. Give this puppy a rub down. Good job, champ. This part here. And carefully bring out this condenser deal bobber. Because there's some liquid there. It's from the condensing, or it's from the running of it, but it's going to get poured out. And it's clear, so it's not the juice or anything. It's not the slush. And get this here wiped down. Kind of hard to get in if you have man hands, but once you get that condenser catch-all done here, you can get underneath here and wipe that off good. Wipe this hole off good. Wipe that back off and good and contaminate it. Just kidding. Put this in, and same thing. I'll do the this here is simple. Like I said, just comes apart, wash it, and dry it. The outer housing and the agitator, I'll just rinse them off quickly, dry them, and then they can be installed back in there just like before. Oh my God! What happened there? Anyway, so any questions or comments, add them down to the right plot below, and hope you enjoyed this little ninja slushy maker. I enjoyed it. You know, it's fun. I mean, if you have friends or family or someone you want to, have a party with or something, this is a nice thing to have. This mixture that's that I got for this. It's full of it's real fruit juice, full of antioxidants. I don't know. If you're into, I guess the only down part I have on this is it seems like everything has to have sugar. In fact, it says it has to have a certain amount of sugar in your recipe for it to slush, basically. If you just had straight up, liquids, waters, something like that, it'd probably just freeze hard around this here and make not a slush, but more of a, snow or something. Not come out. Alright. Thanks for watching. I'm going to enjoy my drinks and wash these two items and let them dry.